Habari zenyu, hello, uhoro wanyu, habari chenyu, chamge, idinade, wasiata, habarinyi, mana. Mana is the latest greeting I've learned from the Taita community. Welcome to Thick Tribe Fitness. Today we are very excited because we have our first nutritionist on the channel. Her name is Lisa Wambui. And Lisa is the founder of Berakah Nutrition. Lisa, welcome to the show. Yeah, so maybe you can tell people a bit more about yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Wambui, a registered nutritionist and dietitian with the Kenya Institute of Nutritionists and Dietetics in Kenya.
Okay, so you formed you said your company is called?
Yes, I'm the founder of Berakah Nutrition, a nutrition consultancy firm that runs within social media.
Okay, so if people wanted to contact you directly, how would they go about that?
We have a Facebook page. It's called Berakah Nutrition. We are on Instagram at Berakah Nutrition and also at Twitter, Berakah Nutrition.
And a telephone number that they can reach you on?
Our telephone number is 0771 256 231.
256 231. Yeah.
Yes.
So like I said, we're very excited at Thick Tribe Fitness because we have our very first certified nutritionist. So we are here to talk about a very key topic when it comes to weight loss and weight gain. Yeah, because there are people who want to lose weight and there are people who want to put on some weight, and of course put it on in the right way. So Lisa, what is nutrition?
In simpler terms, or in layman's language, nutrition is the process of you obtaining food, preparing it, taking it, and it being useful to your body.
Okay.
Yes.
So it is taking food, eating it, and it being useful in your body.
Yes.
So in general, when somebody hears the word nutrition, I'm just trying to think about it, like how I deciphered it, or rather how I understood it. To me, nutrition was, when it comes to weight loss, for example, what am I eating? What should I be eating? What should I not be eating? To me, that generally was what nutrition was. But then again, when you describe it the way you described it, then yeah, it kind of makes more sense. So when it comes to what are the things that someone needs to know when it comes to weight loss?
When it comes to weight loss,
Yeah.
there are things you need to consider. You just can't eat anything that is recommended for any other person.
Yeah.
Weight loss is very individualized. Weight gain is also very individualized. Yes, it depends on the person's metabolic rate, caloric intake, and also activities.
Okay.
The person's daily activities.
Yeah.
That is what will determine what this person will eat in order for them to lose weight. Yes.
Okay. So when you say that it depends on an individual, like diet is based on an individual's metabolic rate, that is like the digestion of food.
Metabolic rate is when your body is at rest, the chemical changes that goes on. Everything in your body undergoes a chemical change. When you're sleeping, there are processes that take place.
Okay.
For energy to be released.
Yes.
And other functions, for your heart to continue beating,
Yeah.
for your brain to continue working. When you're at rest, that is the basal metabolic rate.
Okay.
Yes. So your body needs a lot of nutrients for that to happen.
Okay.
And it depends with an individual for all those processes to take place, and to know how much food do I need, how many nutrients do I need for that to happen.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you say an individual, so the different individuals need different nutritional needs.
Yes, absolutely.
What defines that, or how do you differentiate that?
You take a person,
Yeah.
find out their goals.
Yeah.
I'll take an example.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm 100 kgs
Yes.
and I want to lose 20 kgs.
Yeah.
We will work with that. We will know how much kilocalories
Yeah.
I will need for me to lose a certain number of kilos. Yes.
Okay. So there's actually a science behind it.
Yes, and mathematics.
And mathematics
a lot of
behind
it.
it.
Yes.
So this is exciting. You see, the other day when we were talking with Coach Alpha, I was saying that I have come to understand that there's a science behind working out. So clearly there's also a science in nutrition and diet and weight loss.
Yes.
So Lisa, for example, you gave an example with this. Let me give an example with myself. So at some point my metabolism was very slow. And then, you know, when you go online and research, they tell you eat a lot of grains, eat a lot of vegetables, make a lot of green smoothies. So the challenge I found with that, especially with the smoothie bit, is that being that I have a pre-existing intestinal bowel syndrome problem, when you do a lot of smoothies, sometimes they sort of activate it even more and irritate the digestive system even more. And then sometimes you find, even after you wash the fruits and the veggies and you blend them together, you somehow still end up getting a stomach bug. And I know that craze of smoothies is all over and it's really going on. So what would you advise in regards to that?
As I said, nutrition is about an individual.
Yeah.
Before you rush into getting into a diet that your friend is using,
Yeah.
or a diet you saw online or elsewhere, first of all, find out about your body.
Yes.
Know what your body can take and what your body can't take. Know what you will also have preferences.
Yeah.
I won't advise someone to go take malenge soup daily.
Yeah.
And probably they don't take the malenge.
Yeah.
First of all, you need to understand yourself.
Yeah.
Know what you like.
Yeah.
And incorporate it into your diet.
Into my diet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, this thing of a 1 week diet, 10 days diet, it works for those days.
Yeah.
But after that, you'll go back to your normal
Eating and
bad
bad eating
habits.
Yeah.
Yes, which is not good. You need to look for a diet that you can sustain.
Yeah.
That you can go on today, tomorrow, next year, in 10 years to come. That's what's going to work.
Yeah.
This issue of people rushing into just any diet just because it's working for someone else, it really hurts your body.
Yeah.
Other than healing it or making it the way you wanted it to be.
Like stronger.
Because at some point you'll get tired of this new regime.
Yeah.
And then throw it away.
Yeah.
What will happen when you go back to your normal diet? Your body resumes its normal metabolic rate.
Yeah.
And you even gain weight faster than before.
Okay.
Yes.
So when that thing about the diet and then going back to your normal eating, like for me, the couple of times I tried a couple of diets, I found that when I went to my normal eating, it's like my body was craving some things more than it should. What can you advise in regards to that?
When you're looking for a diet, make sure it's providing your body with all the nutrients that your body requires.
Okay.
For example, you get a diet.
Yeah.
It tells you to cut out carbohydrates.
Yes.
It tells you to cut out fats.
Yes.
Remember, these foods, they are very important to your body.
Yeah.
Very, very important. I wouldn't say that we need to look for a diet that you cut out all these foods.
Yeah.
Look for a diet that balances everything, but averagely.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You don't overdo one thing, you don't underdo the other thing.
Yeah.
Because your body is a system that requires all these things and works properly when given all these things.
The right
You
nutrients.
can't cut out carbohydrates and expect your body will work the same way.
Yeah.
For example, I don't know the kind of diet you had, but probably you cut out some of these things.
Yes.
And when you started with your diet, your body was asking for those things.
Yes.
Especially the sweet things.
Yes, the sweet things. Yes, yes.
That's what tends to happen.
Yeah.
Make sure you look for a diet that gives you everything so that even as you go on, you won't have to have those small cravings.
Yeah.
Yes.
And binge, like sometimes you binge on the wrong things completely.
Once you're done with your diet, that's what happens actually.
Yeah.
You will binge on everything that you miss.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So when it comes to weight loss, let's start with weight loss because that's it seems to be the biggest hurdle for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So you talked about incorporating our favorite, or for example, in my case, as an individual, incorporating my favorite foods into a diet that you would plan out for me. So for example, I love roasted maize. I love maize. I love roasted maize. I love boiled maize. So for example, how would we incorporate that in, let's say, lunch or dinner?
You can decide. There was a research I was doing, and there's this diet that seems to work really well. When you decide this is what I'll be taking for breakfast, if roasted maize is your choice, as long as it's healthy. As long as it's healthy. You can decide every other morning I'll be taking this amount of my roasted maize consistently. Every other day with other foods. And if that's too much carbohydrate, make sure you add some fruits and vegetables, because we need more fiber. And lucky you, roasted maize has enough fiber, and that's what we want so much in our bodies. Yes.
So so sometimes when I'm eating the maize, I normally wonder, what nutritional value does this maize have to my body? So it actually it's high in fiber.
It's high in fiber. Then maize is a complex carbohydrate, so it's a good carbohydrate for your body. Yes.
So another thing, over the years on this journey of weight loss, you ping pong between different things. You try and read online. One of the things that I actually came across was something that said some fruits are actually they have carbohydrates in them. So what kind of fruits are they? What kind of carbohydrates are there? Because me, I was very surprised. You see, when some people want to lose weight on a semanga, I'll stop eating lunch. I'll be eating fruit. So in the bowl of fruits, there's bananas, there's pawpaws, there's avocados, there's watermelon, there's mango. So are they really helping themselves, or? And then there are those ones who, when they want to lose weight, they say, let me eat fruits before I eat, so that the fruits will fill my tummy more, and then I'll eat less food. So what should you advise in regards to that?
Okay, that's a very good question. That takes us to basic nutrition. As you said, basic is nutrition is a science. It is a science. For you to understand what's in this banana, it's a science. Yes. All fruits have carbohydrates in them. The sweetness that you taste in fruits, that is carbohydrate, and it is a simple carbohydrate. I'll take you back to class. Yes. Carbohydrates are divided into two categories. Before you go to carbohydrates, we start with nutrition. Nutrition is divided into two categories. We have the macronutrients. This is where we have carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. Then we have the micro. Micro, meaning minute, very small. We require them in very small amounts in our bodies. These are vitamins and minerals. We go back to carbohydrates, which is the main
macro.
Yes. Carbohydrates is also divided into two. We have simple carbohydrates and we have complex carbohydrates. The roasted maize you like is under the complex, which happen to be starch. Yes, the potatoes, we have cassava. Rice, all those are under complex because they have starch in them. We go back to the simple ones, simple carbohydrates. This is where we have soda, direct sugar, we have cakes, and we also have fruits. Because fruits have they have sugar in them. Yes. When it comes, I won't go deeper than that. You will get lost somewhere. Because there are also other categories. You have the monosaccharides, the saccharides, too much science in it. But basically, when it comes to the simple carbohydrates, I said we have the cakes, an example of the cakes and the fruits. It's you as a person to decide which is healthier than the other one. If I give you a cake and I give you fruits, they're both giving you carbohydrates. Which one will you choose?
The fruits.
Not
Okay,
the cake
ordinarily
because-
the cake because ordinarily yeah, the cake because the cake is sweeter.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
But when you look at the fruits, they will give you that small bit of carbohydrates,
Mhm.
then they'll give you fiber and other nutrients. For example, when you look at the oranges,
Yeah.
they'll give you vitamin C,
Yeah.
which you won't get in the cake.
Yeah.
They'll give you fiber. You won't get it in the cake.
Yeah.
They'll give you now the sugar in them
Yeah.
will give you enough carbohydrate that you need for the day
Okay.
or for your body to
What-
function
uh-huh.
well at that particular time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas the cake will just give you carbohydrates and a lot of it. If you don't work it out, it's going to be stored as fats in
In the
your body.
body.
Yes.
Okay. So so now that you've talked about macro and micro, thank you for educating me. Now I know what macro and micro means, because in some of those diets they would say count your macros, count, and I used to wonder what are macros. So thank you for educating me in regards to that. So Lisa, when you're, for example, if a client comes to you, I come to you, I tell you, Lisa, I want to lose weight, and I tend to have, like for me, for example, I tend to struggle with weight loss on my upper body as opposed to my lower body. So how would you go about it?
Number one, today we are dwelling so much on
Weight loss, yeah,
yes.
yeah.
But I think we'll come back and talk about
Weight
weight gain
gain, yeah.
and also maintaining the weight.
Yeah.
Number one, when it comes to weight loss, I'll have to do assessments
Yeah.
on you, understand your body type,
Yeah.
your that is the BMI,
Yeah.
your waist hip ratio, your fat content in the body. We have to do all those assessments
Yeah.
for us to decide what regime will work best for you,
Yeah.
and also at what, let's say for example, what weight do you want to gain
Yeah.
at the end of the of everything that
Yeah.
we are doing
Yeah.
to you. Yes. But first of all, remember, nutrition can't work alone.
Yeah.
Food can't work alone.
Yeah.
That's why I think you're in the other side of fitness.
Yeah.
Because we have to work together.
Yeah.
Fitness can't work alone. Nutrition can't work alone.
Okay.
Yes. For you to lose, if you want to lose the upper body part, you'll get a good fitness trainer.
Yeah.
A trainer.
Yeah.
He'll tell you or she'll tell you the best exercises to help you lose
The upper
the
body
upper
fats,
body
yeah.
fats. If you want to maintain, they'll tell you the best exercises as well as exercises to help you maintain.
Yeah.
And also, I'll be able to tell you the best diet
yeah,
regime
yeah.
that you can continue with to help you maintain or help you lose.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. When we talk about body types in nutrition, how do you describe them in terms of pear shape? What is it? There's usually pear shape,
Pear shape, apple shape.
apple shape.
Yes. Or you can use the diagrams. You have the triangle, you have the square,
Yeah.
the rectangle, yes, a square, and then the triangle.
The triangle.
Yes.
Okay, so now that one, I'm a bit lost when it comes to rectangle, triangle. Me, I know pear shape, apple shape, hourglass, and which is the other one? Boyish. Is boyish really a description of a body type? Is that a description of a body type, or that's just my own? Am I just those things you read online?
I will put that on there.
Okay.
Yes. The same way you're calling them the pear shaped and the apple shape.
Yeah.
The same way someone else will describe them using other shapes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So can we like try and match them up? So a triangle is it a pear shape or a
Pear shape.
Pear shape.
Triangle, yes, pear shape.
And then an apple shape is a
Apple. I'll describe using the body.
okay.
The pear shape is when the waistline is smaller than the hips.
Yeah.
When the upper body is smaller than the
Lower body.
the lower body.
Okay.
That is the pear
Pear
shape.
shape,
Yes, because
Which
is
is
the
what
shape.
most women want to look like.
Yes.
Yes.
then we have the apple shape, which is like round
Apple
shape.
shape.
The upper body is equal to the lower body.
Okay.
They're both equal. When you take measurements of the upper body and measurements of the lower body, they happen to be equal.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You see, an apple is all round.
Yeah, it's all round.
It's equal. That's what it means.
Okay.
Yes. The hourglass means that the waistline is deep in, the bust is big, and the hips are big.
Okay.
Yes.
All right then. So for each of these body types, someone would have to come, you measure them,
Yes.
and then for you to actually tell them.
We can actually do a practical one on you.
Yeah, we can. Yes, we can. I will be the guinea pig for this particular project, and then Lisa will put me on a diet that she designs for me and for my body type, and then we can. And then I incorporate, yes, and then I incorporate my workouts, and then you can review every
other 2 weeks.
Every other 2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay. So now let's come to weight gain. I have a friend who I think is 48 kilos. When you look at her, she has a very small frame, but you can actually see she has. If she was slightly bigger, there would be better definition in terms of her curves. Because I think she's actually an hourglass. She has an hourglass figure, or is it a pear shape? Because she's small on the upper side and a bit big on the lower side. So she struggles with putting on weight. So of late, she's been telling me that she wants to gain weight by all means possible. So her idea or her thinking behind the weight gain is eating a lot of chapatis, chips, ugali, rice, avocados. Like for some reason she thinks that when she eats a lot of carbs and fat, she'll put on that weight that she wants. But I'm not really a nutritionist, but I told her I don't think that's the way to go about it. And I actually, if you're watching this, Nimo, please, just listen to what the nutritionist has to tell you.
She should come.
Yeah, you should come to. Yeah, you should actually come to this as well. She can give you what is it called? What is it called?
The diet regime.
The diet regime that is actually fitted to her body type. Yeah. So what can you tell us about weight gain?
Touching on a few things, because weight gain and weight loss and maintaining weight, they may take a whole day to describe each.
Yeah.
Yes. So just touching on that lightly, people go wrong so many times thinking if someone wants to lose weight, they're told cut on this, cut on this, cut on this.
Yeah.
So I should do the opposite and add on that. Exactly.
Yes, yeah.
But that's not the case. For you to add weight, first of all, find out your daily activities.
Okay.
How active are you throughout the day?
Yeah.
There's something that we should have mentioned as we started.
Yeah.
Calories. It all falls down to calories. If I take less calories and expend more calories,
burn more calories.
if I burn more calories and take less, definitely I will never add weight.
Yeah.
If I take more calories and burn few, my weight will go high.
Yeah.
Also, that's one thing that she's supposed to look into. Is she doing so much and eating less?
Yeah.
Is she expending so much energy and taking in less energy?
Yeah.
That's a balance that she needs to work on.
Okay.
She needs maybe more calories than whatever
she's taking in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Than whatever she's burning.
Okay.
Yeah. Also her basal metabolic rate. You said yours was low.
Yeah.
It could be hers is high.
Yeah.
And that's what happens to most people, most small body people. Yes. You find out that they have their basal metabolic rate is very high. Even when they're sleeping, they're expending so much energy. Yes.
Okay.
For everything, for all organs to work.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That is, I'm trying to explain it in
the layman's terms.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That is very helpful because when I always used to tell myself I have a very slow metabolism, and I've tried to understand why. But then again, I think when you're you're created a certain way, you can be a certain way.
Yeah.
But there's a way you can accelerate the metabolism by the different foods that you eat.
Yes.
And there's also when you're trying to gain weight, you cannot necessarily necessarily slow down your metabolism, but you can add on to what you're eating, and then make sure that it's still healthy.
Yes.
Because one of the, I don't know whether I'm right, but one of the challenges that I've noticed with people who are trying to gain weight, they end up eating all the wrong things, and then because they want to eat and sit so that they can add on that weight, they end up getting a lot of is it fat, or in the what is it called? Cholesterol. Yes, they end up having a lot of cholesterol, and then when they, like, for example, they come to you and you take the measurements and you tell them their cholesterol is high, they're looking at you like, with this small body, how do I have high cholesterol? So what should you advise such people, someone who's trying to gain weight and gain it the right way?
Yeah, as you said, there are so many ways to gain weight.
Yeah.
And there's so many wrong ways to gain weight.
Yeah.
And there's the wrong weight and the correct weight.
Yeah.
The weight I would advise is lean mass.
Yeah.
Lean muscle mass.
Yeah.
This lean mass is added through eating a healthy, balanced diet.
Yeah.
Not binging on carbohydrates or fats or chips.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But eating the right foods. And as I said, you have to balance your expenditure and your intake. Yes.
Okay.
So it's very important for someone, before you start that process of gaining weight, ask yourself if it is the right weight or the wrong weight.
Yeah.
Because the wrong weight will be filled with fats, too much sugar that is not being used. And do you know, if you eat too many carbohydrates, or rather if you eat too much sugar, and you don't use it, it actually changes to, it's stored in the body as fat.
Yeah.
So you could think that you're eating too much carbohydrates for you to get fat, to add weight, but actually you're getting fat.
Yeah.
Literally. Yes. Because you're increasing the fat amounts
in the body. Yes. Okay. So, Lisa, now that brings me to, when you talk about sugar and carbohydrates and the level of fat in your body, for older ladies, as ladies and men as well, as people grow older, is it true that their metabolism slows down?
It's true. Very true. Yeah.
Okay.
It slows down. Age, some diseases. You can't also relate a female and a male to the same category. Males tend to have a higher metabolic rate than females.
Okay.
Yes. Also, highly active people have a higher metabolic rate than people who are not very active.
Yeah. Okay. So is that one of the reasons why? Okay, I know some young children also are getting diabetes.
Sorry, to answer your question about as you age.
Yeah.
Do you know when you age, many people tend to add on weight.
Yes.
That's the reason behind it.
Because of the basal metabolic.
Metabolic rate.
Metabolic rate. Yes. Okay. So now moving now in relation to that, what would you advise? Because as you grow older, people tend to be more exposed to getting diabetes, and they usually say diabetes is a lifestyle disease. Yeah. So what would you actually advise ladies and men as they grow older? What should they do in regards to their diets?
Eating healthy. Eating healthy. I'll repeat that as many times as possible. Yeah. But I think we need another sit-down session to explain what eating healthy is. Eating healthy is not eating vegetables only. As I said, you need to balance everything. There's a percentage of carbohydrates you need to take. There's per day. There's a percentage of proteins and a percentage of the vitamins, the fruits, vegetables, and all that.
Okay.
Yes. So eating healthy is number one. The other thing is maintaining an active life. Okay. A very active life. Yes. When people age, they tend to stop working, they stay at home, no exercise, they relax. Yes. That adds on the eating, the time to eat.
Yes.
Because you're in the house, for example, this quarantining season, so many people have gained weight. Because you're in the house, you feel hungry, you rush, eat something.
Yeah.
There are fruits everywhere. You eat.
Yeah.
You sit a few minutes, you're watching your TV, you eat something, and you're not doing anything
Yeah.
at all. You're
Yeah.
not working out to burn this energy.
Yeah. Okay. So now we come to another thing that we are always told water intake. What is the reasoning and what is the science behind water and the different body types?
When I say eat healthy, do you know water is part of that eating healthy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your body is made up of 70% not clear water but water.
Yeah.
Because blood is living, needs water.
Yeah.
The serum, everything in your body depends on that water. Your cells actually are suspended on water.
Okay.
90% of a cell is actually water.
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
So water is very important. Number one, to prevent dehydration. Number two, to make all the organs work as best as they can.
Okay.
And also to transport nutrients within the body.
Okay.
The other thing is to maintain your temperature in the body.
Okay.
Yes. Water is a thermoregulator in the body.
Okay.
Yes. When you feel so hot and then you take a glass of water, it cools everything down. It is one other way of to excrete waste products from your body. Every other day we eat so many chemicals. When we eat these refined foods, they're made of so many chemicals, and we need to wash that out.
Yeah.
Water is the only solution.
Okay.
So many people say they'll detoxify, they do it for a week, then after that they stop. But you don't stop taking water.
Yeah.
Water is a lifetime medicine.
Yeah.
You have to take it daily.
Yeah.
An average of 2 liters
A day.
a day.
Regardless of your body type.
Yes.
Yeah. Because there are sometimes when you're trying to lose weight, or I keep focusing on losing weight because that's what I know.
That's your area.
Yeah, that's my area. So when you're trying to lose weight, you're normally told increase your water intake to this. So but I like what you say, that water is a medicine, and it's a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
It's a lifetime thing. So, and it's amazing to know how much water we actually have in our bodies that is so essential. So in a nutshell, we are going to do this. It's going to be a 4-part series. So we are doing this is the first series we are doing. This is the first episode we are doing today. Lisa is going to also do some articles in the same relation. There's a way she's planned them out, so that she's going to try and give you as much information as she can in regards to nutrition and what you need to do. But really, at the end of the day, like you heard Lisa say, if you want to gain weight, or if you want to lose weight, you have to actually, for example, come to someone like Lisa, who's a certified nutritionist. Then she'll take your measurements and she'll be able to customize a diet to you. Because another thing, Lisa, I've seen, I don't know what your thoughts are behind this. There's a weight loss diet that focuses on people's blood type. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So have you heard about it?
No,
You haven't heard it. Okay. But there is actually, I can't remember what it's called. But there's a diet that says if you're a type, there's even a book, if you're a type A, you should eat this kind of food. It even tells you things like don't eat beans, don't eat this, But at the end of the day, I think, like you said, it's an individual,
Very individualized.
individualized. Yeah. Okay. So the thing that I have noticed, and I think a lot of ladies will relate, even men, why is it that we tend to store a lot of fat around the midsection?
Depends on the food, number one.
Uh-huh.
Lifestyle, and also body type.
Yeah.
People from Central.
People from Central,
We have that. Let me own it.
Yes, we have that problem.
We have that. Yes.
Yeah.
We tend to gain more weight around the midsection than the lower side. People from other parts of the country, they tend to have
more weight on their lower body.
their lower body, yes, than the midsection.
Yeah.
There are other people you'll find. Actually, it's interesting. You'll find that someone who has a big
bust, a big bust,
appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay. A big bust tend to have a very
small waist.
Yes, waistline. And those who have with a bigger midsection, yes, they have smaller bust line. Yes.
Okay.
So it depends with the body type and also your genes. Yes. You'll find that somebody in their family, they're all big.
Yeah.
So when she comes or he comes to you and they want to lose weight, first of all you need to know the history
behind their family. Yeah.
Maybe this person was since they were small, that's what they've been like.
Yeah, they've been big.
Yeah. So you really need to do science and mathematics to know what could go right and what could go wrong, or what you can't change.
Yeah.
Some things you can't change.
Okay.
Yeah, because they're genetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So when you say some things you can't change, meaning what? That somebody can never really be.
They will try.
Yeah.
They will reduce to a certain weight. Yes.
Yeah.
But they can't go beyond that, or to a certain body shape.
Yeah.
They can't go beyond that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But nowadays things are very easy. For example, if in my family we have a bigger midsection and I want mine small, people are doing surgery, plastic surgery. Yes.
Yeah. And
of which, on my part, if it's not necessary, I wouldn't recommend. Yeah.
But there's one thing. There's one positive thing I think I've noticed with these surgeries. For ladies who have a very big bust, big to the point where
they're hurting.
Yeah, they're hurting their back, and then they go and have a breast reduction. I think that is the one side of the surgeries that I appreciate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's a medical one.
It's a medical
one.
one.
That's a medical one.
Okay.
It's not a cosmetic.
Yeah. It's a medical condition.
Yes.
It has a name, mammotology something. That's one.
Yes.
Okay, so like we said, we are going to continue this. We're very excited that we actually have a nutritionist on board. So since I'm going to be the guinea pig, and honestly I have had a very big challenge with my midsection. Oh yeah, I think like you said, people from Central, not only the midsection but our backs as well.
Yes.
Yeah, our backs tend to also have a lot of weight. So I'll be the guinea pig. We'll do the measurements.
We'll do waist hip ratio, and to determine your body type. Body shape. Because for ladies, actually, it's very important to know your the waist hip ratio, because if it's more on the central part, you need to really work on it.
Yeah. It
shows that you have a lot of fat on that part, because ladies generally need to have the pear shape. So if it's the apple shape, you really need to work on that. For men, those chances reduce.
Yeah.
The chances of them having the pear shape reduce.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Them, they're okay with the pear shape.
With the round shape.
With the apple shape. Yeah. Sorry. But still, it's not a reason to have more weight
on the
yes, or the big tummy. Yeah.
Okay. So Lisa, you said something about ladies and having a lot of fat around the midsection. What health risks are related to having a lot of fat around the midsection?
Our anatomy. Most of the organs are within the midsection. And when that is the heart, the kidneys, the lungs, the liver. What other organ do we have? Is also
the stomach.
Yes. When you cover them, actually, these organs need fat for them to be cushioned.
Okay.
But just adequate fat.
Yeah.
If it extends or if it's too much, it tends to cushion the organs.
Yeah.
And this affects them, their normal functioning.
Yeah.
For example, if you have a high cholesterol level in your body, it will tend to get into your the vessels, the blood vessels, and clog them.
Okay.
This results to high blood pressure and other heart conditions.
Okay.
And once you have high blood pressure, that's an opening for other conditions, diabetes, cardiovascular diseases. That's a general term for so many heart conditions.
Yeah.
Yes, that's one reason why we need to work out so much and reduce cholesterol that we take, because generally the body makes its own cholesterol. So if you add on other amounts of cholesterol, it becomes dangerous. So we need to work on that to burn a lot of the cholesterol. And again, which might be a topic for another day, there are certain foods that help burn out cholesterol in your body. You might see someone who has a small body frame, but the cholesterol is very high.
Yes.
We have some certain types of foods. For example, an avocado, the green apple. It's a good type of food that burns the cholesterol in the body.
Okay.
Yes. And other foods.
Okay. Like even an avocado as well.
Yes.
Avocado is good fat.
It is good fat.
But is there a quantity that someone should eat? Because sometimes when people eat avocados are good.
For avocados, we don't have a limit.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So it's
because it's the good fat. Same way as omega-3. We have some omega-3 in the avocado.
Yeah.
Yes. You don't have a limit because it's the good fat.
Okay.
Yes.
And they cannot. I mean, there's nothing like too much good fat in the body.
There's nothing.
Okay.
There's nothing like that because the body will know what to do with that.
Yeah.
These other saturated fats, the bad fats, the body stores them just anywhere.
Yeah.
That's why you see people adding weight. Yes.
In the wrong places.
The wrong places.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So something else I've always wondered. Does the height of someone determine how heavy they can be or how light they can be?
Yes.
Okay.
That depends with the, the height. Height, yeah, depends on the bones.
Yes.
The skeletal structure.
So Lisa, there's something. What's the relationship between height and weight? Because sometimes, like for example, me when I take, as I measure I check my weight. Sometimes I'll find that it's really high, and maybe I've really been pushing myself in working out. Yeah. But from the little knowledge that I've come to understand with weight loss or weight gain, is that, for example, for me, when I work out more, I convert my fat into muscle. So sometimes you'll find the scale isn't going lower. It tends to be stagnant or goes low up to a certain level, then it stops. Yeah. So what does the bone, what does the skeleton, or rather the height of someone have to do with weight?
Those are two different things.
Okay.
Yes. Number one, the first one you talked about, when you try to lose weight and it's not going.
Yeah.
Actually, it's standard.
Yeah.
You might be burning the fat, but you're taking enough proteins to build the lean mass, which is the good weight.
Okay.
Yes. So that's okay. For example, you can't weigh the same as, you can weigh the same as a bodybuilder, but do you know those are two different types of weights? He has the lean muscle mass. Yes. But for the other person, they have a lot of fat in them. And the lean mass is very little. So you may try to burn the fat and as well gain the correct weight. Yes. The lean mass.
And then what about the height?
The height and the weight, they correlate. There's something we call BMI, body mass index.
Yeah.
It is measured with the height and the weight. If you're of a certain height, there's a certain weight, average
that you should hit.
Yes, there's the certain minimum that you can't go beyond, and the maximum that you can't go beyond. For example, if shorter than you and we weigh the same kilos, it's not appropriate for me. Probably I'm overweight. When we look at our BMI, I will fall under overweight, obesity, and you'll be of the right weight because I'm taller. So weight correlates with height correlates with weight.
So when we are told that it doesn't matter how tall or short you are, it's actually a lie.
What they try to mean is you can't change that. But if you're of a certain height, there's the certain weight you're supposed to have. And also you might find someone who's very tall, very small, very slim, and their weight is
very high.
Yes, that depends on their skeletal, the skeletal mass. Some people tend to have heavier skeletal mass. Yes, skeletal mass than others, depending on the level of calcium that they have in their bodies. Yes.
Now that you talk about calcium, I've noticed a lot of people who work out, they tend to have knee problems, ankle problems, maybe shoulder. Some of those problems are brought about by injury, like maybe you lifted the wrong way or you squatted the wrong way. But some, it's more, I don't know, like you go and get tested and you're told that you don't have an infection in your knees, it's just the wear and tear. So what would you advise people to do in regards to calcium, now that you mentioned calcium?
When it comes to calcium, if you have a lower calcium level, your bones tend to be brittle and they can break easily. But whatever you're saying about the knees, the ankles, the joints, it depends with the food you're eating. If you eat the wrong food, it won't give you sufficient amount of the cartilage. And also we have some fluids in the joints. So if you don't eat the right amount of food, the right type of food, and you're working out heavily, you might tend to wear out your joints and those fluids. Hence your bones corroding. That's what brings about the pain.
The pain, and then that sounded it's like something is breaking.
Means your fluids have
they have reduced.
The old people in our culture, they called it Vinavio.
Okay. So clearly, you can see, or you can see that nutrition is very vast. It's not something that you can cover in one session. And I think for this particular one, we've allowed ourselves to be all over the place. But since it's the first one, I think I had those many questions, and I'm sure some of you had the same questions. And I'm hoping that within the course of the series, Lisa will be able to tackle most of those concerns and most of those questions. But for now, we say keep at it, keep working out, keep eating right. You've heard that there's a difference of eating right and eating unhealthy. So try and make healthier choices. If you would need a nutritionist advice, whether in terms of weight gain or weight loss, you can contact Lisa. Lisa, please give them your number again so they can, or your email address so they can reach out to you.
You can reach us on any platform, any social media platform. Our name is Berakah Nutrition. That is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Our phone number is 0771 256 231. So let's go ahead and do the measurements, and then we'll keep checking every 2 weeks and see what the progress will be. So thank you very much. Keep it here at Big Thread Fitness.